EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
Ready? 250.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
On first down, Stafford here. And incomplete to open things up. Well, for these two franchises, the Lions and the Cardinals, it all began back on a Sunday in October of 1930 when the Chicago Cardinals visited Portsmouth, Ohio to play a scoreless game against the hometown Portsmouth Spartans in front of 6,500 fans. 4 years later, the Portsmouth Spartans would move to Detroit. But anyways, 90 seasons later, after some rebranding, a couple relocations, one of the oldest rivalries in the NFL still lives on. To throw on 2nd and 10. Stafford. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First down, Lions.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go, baby. They turn over. Get that ball. Get that ball.
A look at Kerryon Johnson, second-year man out of Auburn. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 41, Stafford. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And he hits Jermaine Kearse. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Let's go,
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 20. This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 24, Murray. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Devon Kennard. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss.
Watch 13.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Amendola set to return it. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And that catch number 100 for his young career. And remember, only in his 2nd season. The future, bright.
Lady! You ain't doing nothing, Ben. You ain't doing nothing.
3rd and 2, Stafford. And that will be incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing.
Let's go!
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. 2nd possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. 2nd down, Murray sets to throw. Steps away to his left. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Tight end right.
On 3rd down, Murray. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Here's Andy Lee now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Here comes Amendola. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Stafford on 1st down. And that's complete to Jesse James. And he's taken down inside the 30. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Snap! Blue 60!
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. Stafford. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of 2 there. Second down. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jermaine Kearse, and now it's 3rd down.
Set. 180.
43. Up, here we go. Up. 43 in the back.
Stafford looks to throw again. And James has it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jesse James, 30 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point good by Prater, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Back in Arizona, 2nd quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession as they've got it 2nd and 7. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Devon Kennard able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. To throw on 3rd down. Murray forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to punt for Arizona. And look at this. It's a fake. But he will not make the first down marker, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, they look like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop.
Check, 43. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 7 yards there and a first down. Well, we know it's a tough mission for this defense to hold them to a field goal after that long kick return, but they're one play away from doing it.
They certainly are very close to accomplishing what they needed to get done because they've treated this like a sudden change. You know, when the offense turns the ball over on a fumble or an interception, before you go out, you get together as a defense and go, sudden change, keep your poise, be ready to go. That's exactly what this group has done.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. They'll try the air now with Stafford. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Past the 20. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Stafford, throw left side, taken in by Galladay. A big play there on the catch and run. 42 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Johnson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Over the middle, complete. It's James. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
On 1st down, it's Stafford. This will be caught at about the 6. Flash those fast feet, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line as he can't get any closer to the end zone. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They go back to the ground with Johnson. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Goal line offense, something they've really been emphasized. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Allen Bailey in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. To throw is Stafford. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Stafford on 3rd and goal. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Lions have taken the lead. Prater for the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Murray dumping it off for Johnson. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
You got 3 down, 3 down.
Fake handoff to Johnson. Now here's Murray. Now he lets it go deep for... This is caught at the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 36 yards on the play. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Murray now on 1st down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray, and he's wrapped up. Taken down, back at the 25. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. This from 42 yards out. And it's no good. Gonzalez pulled it. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
Now Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we're at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Let's go. Let's do it.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within strike? And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. Dancing to his left. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Murray going to throw. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get him to 4th down. Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to punt for Arizona. Fielded just inside the 20. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And that will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 24-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, Stafford. Caught on the right side by Jones. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Set. 180.
Yeah, Mike. I'm here all day.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. Pressure comes and the Cardinals bring him down. DJ Swearinger, a sack on the safety blitz.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Here's Sam Martin now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Cards will take over 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Out. 3 down. 3 down. Out.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The Cardinals worst in the NFL, 6 of 16 on 4th down last year, but they'll try it here. Murray now. Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. Play action. Now it's Murray. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's 2nd down.
You know they wanted, you know they expected. They needed him to be sharp coming out after the half. Unfortunately, he's missed his first 3 throws. I wonder if he got out late and missed his warm-up time.
The whole team did come out a little bit later than usual. I don't know, maybe there's something to that.
Must have been a heck of a halftime speech.
Yeah, maybe just trying to rally the troops back from this deficit. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. Throw left side, complete to Isabella. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 11 yards there, first down. Several media outlets thought Andy Isabella was the top receiver in this year's class out of UMass. He dominated his senior year there. 1,700 yards, 13 touchdowns. They really say that he can just take a top off the defense. He ran a 4.31 40 at the Combine, 3rd fastest of all attendees. And then he was taken 62nd. A lot of experts think he was a major bargain with loads of potential. On second down now, it's Johnson. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 21.
Getting out a ton of... success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. So that'll back him up 5. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches.
Tight end right. Hey, we got 3 down.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And Fitzgerald has got it. Touchdown, Cardinals. Larry Fitzgerald, 26 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. The throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Come on, set. 15 on it. 15 on it.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Murray. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Wilson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford, and he finds Danny Amendola. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 16 yards, a first down.
First down.
Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it with Johnson. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time, and it's 3rd down.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition and practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the games start. That way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people in your face, all of that. That didn't shine through on that throw, though, did it?
No. A little bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Here's Sam Martin now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Murray now, perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They fake the handoff, now Murray. Flush to his right, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. 2nd down, Murray sets to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
And we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
Play fake. Murray. It's complete to his tight end, Charles Clay. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Johnson, and he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 11 yards there, just like last play.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Murray. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 27-yard line. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first down, Johnson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
Now Murray. Fitzgerald's got it right side. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
I think we just saw an example of a game situation that I know is discussed, practiced to the nth degree, go right out the window, and a chance to win the game as well.
Yeah, protect the football. On the other side, you're taught to get in there and rake it out. They did just that.
I mean, they go over this starting in OTAs and mini camps. You go through these situations, and that's the way a lot of teams like to end practice. Finish it off with this type of a drive, kick the game-winning field goal. Everyone feels good and heads to the locker room. In this case, though, they're not going to feel so great about it.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. To Johnson again. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the fourth, but they got to feel good now. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a...
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
They snap it to Stafford. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason, but now I'm listening to you. So for the Cardinals,